What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 52 of the Road to Max Hardcore Group Ironman series. In the last one, I did a ton of smithing, and I got myself from level 90 to 99 in that. And then I decided that the next 99 I want to go for is fletching, and so far from that, I have made all of the arrow shafts that I need, which got me 142k XP so far. And I also mentioned that during this, I'm just going to be bank standing, doing farming contracts at the farming guild, along with herb runs, tree runs, and birdhouse runs. And the XP that I've gained in those so far, you guys will be able to see on the side of the screen. But now that I have all the arrow shafts that I need, the next step here is going to be to buy 400k more feathers. Alright, so those cost me about 1.2 million GP to buy and took like 35 or so minutes, so it wasn't too long. But yeah, for the most part, now I'm just going to sit here and make these into headless arrows. I have stood still making these for the most part before when I did pest control on my Ultimate Ironman for prayer, so I do have a general idea on how many of these I'll be able to make per hour, but I'm still going to test it so I can get an idea on how long this is going to take me. Well, that is a full hour test done to see how many of these I'm making, and it looks like I'm going to be averaging about 42,000 of these per hour. I could probably keep around that because I'm still going to be making these during my birdhouse runs and my herb runs, but realistically over time, it'll probably end up being maybe like 38 to 39k per hour, and at that rate, it'll take me between 9 and 10 hours to finish making all of these into headless arrows, and by that point, I'll probably have another farming level as well. I'm getting XP really quick here. I've already gained almost 300k. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going with this, and I'll find a place to give you guys another update. Well, there it is. All 452k headless arrows made. I gained another 570,000 fletching XP just from making these and the arrow shafts. I also went and reset my farming and hunter trackers before I started this so I could show you guys the amount of XP that I've gained in those. And so far, it's 541k farming and 144k hunter. Also, only 70k away from 97 farming, so I'll get that from my next tree run that I do. But now that these are all made, the next step is going to be to buy the 452k broad arrowheads from Neve. And for the most part, buying all these should take about the same amount of time as it took to buy the feathers, so like 30 to 40 minutes. Also, the 32 mil that I have on me now should be enough, but if it's not, I do have a backup plan, so I'll definitely be fine on GP no matter what happens. Wow, so this turned out to be a lot better than I thought. I still have 7 million GP left. I honestly thought I was going to have like a mil left after this, so that combined with the blood runes that I still have in my bank that I can sell, I definitely have enough to get myself 99 herb as well from having to pay for the unfinished potions. But yeah, at this point, I'm just going to go back to doing the exact same thing I did with the headless arrows, except this time I'll be getting like 420k XP per hour, so the levels are going to start going by very quickly. So almost right after I ended that last clip, my tree run was ready, so there is another level 97 farming, and each of these dragon fruit trees I do give 17,000 XP, and the U's give around 7,000, so getting well over 175k farming XP per day just off doing these tree runs. So there's a plugin here I wanted to show you guys before I get this level. It's called Efficient Fletching, and if you look in the top left corner, it actually shows you how much you have left on your set before you actually need to start making more again. So you don't really have to count these or pay attention to them. You can just look up there and know when you need to fletch again. But there is level 95 fletching. Like I said, this XP is going very, very quickly. And speaking of XP going very, very quickly, there is already level 96 fletching, and there is level 97, and already there is also level 98. I also hit the 2,225 total level milestone message in the chat, which are always cool to see. Also an update here at this point on my farming and hunter. I am about 50% to level 98 farming and 92 hunter as well. Well, here it is, 99 fletching, the 14th 99 on the account. So other than the Herblore Unfinished, I have all of the 99s that require GP out of the way. Also, my stack of broad arrows are well over 1 million now, so that looks pretty cool. So at this point, I am 400k away from 98 farming, which hopefully I'll have in the next few days. But now moving on to the next thing that I want to do, having my Dragon Axe back now is huge because I can go and do the woodcutting that I've been wanting to do for the last like 3 or so months. Starting off here, I am currently level 91 woodcutting and about halfway to level 92. For the moment, I think I'm just going to go for like level 95. I think going for all 95s will be like a good way to help me skill hop and make it a little more manageable trying to max this. Also, at this point, it's been about 2 months or so since I've played the game. You guys will obviously be able to tell that between how long it's been since the last video. I ended up taking a break to play Warzone 2 on its release because I wanted to grind leaderboards on that, and it turns out that the entire first month when I was playing a lot, Activision came out and said that they weren't even tracking stats, and as you can imagine, that kind of tilted me, so I don't have any plans right now to play Warzone 2 because of that, so I'm just back to maxing this account. Last time I was here, though, as you guys will remember, I was doing this with a Rune Axe, and the XP rates were absolutely horrible, so I still need to get an idea of how much XP I'm going to be getting with my Dragon Axe here. Just so I can give you guys an idea of how much longer it's going to take me. So here is an update for you guys on the woodcutting. There is level 92, and I'm also currently averaging around 60k per hour over the last 5 or so hours. So to hit my goal of 95, it's going to end up taking me about 40 or so more hours. And there is 98 farming. Like I said before, getting a ton of XP per day. It's like almost 200k, including my herb runs. So the only problem I'm going to have with getting 99 is I only have enough tree seeds left to get me like 950k or so XP. So I'm definitely going to have to ask either Alfie or Zulu if they have any extra tree seeds left over, because I do want to try to hit 99 farming sometime later on in this video. Okay, first thing I want to say here is I'm an idiot. I've gained maybe like another 200k woodcutting XP since the last time I updated you guys, and I realized that I've been making a pretty big mistake this whole time. I believe I mentioned that I should have done this on one of my previous accounts, so I am really surprised that I completely forgot about it again. I grew a redwood tree in the farming guild, and I'm going to be doing the rest of my woodcutting here rather than in the woodcutting guild. And the reason I'm doing this is because I can more easily and consistently do farming contracts here, and I can also incorporate birdhouse runs and more herb runs while I'm AFKing this. It was a lot harder to do it at the woodcutting guild because it just took longer to get back there. I'm also running out of opportunities that I have to do herb runs. I don't want to be stuck in the same position I was at with my Ultimate Ironman and being 99 in everything and only logging in to do herb runs. So any opportunity that I can get to do a ton of herb runs, I definitely want to take. All right, so first things here, there is a 93 woodcutting. I also did want to mention here that I reset my counter when I started doing the woodcutting here. So with the addition of doing the birdhouse runs and the herb runs, I'm getting 50k XP per hour now. So it's a little bit less, but I'm getting a lot more out of it. And I'm also only 393k away from hitting 99 farming. So I'll probably be getting that in maybe 2 more days. Level 94 woodcutting, 1.7 million XP gained so far, 826k XP left until I hit my goal of 95, which is going to take me about 16 hours. Other than the 95 woodcutting though, I have a really big update here, and that is that I am only 6.7k away from 99 farming, which I will definitely be getting from my next herb run. Alright, so this upgrade here is going to save me an insane amount of time over the course of getting 99 herb lore. There it is, the 15th 99 on the account with 99 farming. I also still have another like 1 mil or so XP in the bank and tree seeds left that I might keep using. I'll probably just plant a dragon fruit tree and a magic tree in the farming guild, so if I ever get those contracts, I can just instantly complete them. So the reason this cape is so good, and I should have gone for this a lot earlier on in my account, I'm just going to go ahead and read the perk of the cape off the wiki for you guys. So the cape gives herb patches a 5% increase to the base chance to save harvest lives and gain extra herbs. So yeah, basically I'm going to be getting a lot more yield across all of my herb seeds, and seeing as I still need to farm like 3 mil herb XP worth of seeds, it's going to save a ton of time for me. Also with this cape, another huge part about this cape is I'm able to just teleport straight to the farming guild now, so it saves me having to teleport to my house and then use the jewelry box to get here. But yeah, back to finishing out this woodcutting. Like I said, it's going to be about 16 or so more hours, and once I complete this, I will be sure to show you guys all of the side XP I got and also what my herb stack is looking like. Well, there is the completion of yet another milestone on the account. There is the level 95 woodcutting that I was going for. Also, shout out to this guy here. I was talking with him for a while. He's pretty chill. All right, so with that being done now, I can go ahead and show you guys some stuff here on the screen. So I'm going to take away the woodcutting counter, 1.7 million farming XP gained, and also 245k hunter XP. Really close now to this next hunter level. So now I need to show you guys all of the herbs that I got. So this is what we're looking like here. Actually a really big amount of herbs now, and it also started farming the white berries, potato cactus, and limpworts that I'm going to need. I started doing this I think at this point, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. They're pretty fast to get, and I already almost matched my herbs with them. So I'll show you guys on the screen the amount of banked XP I have. So I have enough to get to level 95 and a little bit over it. I have 2.8 million XP currently banked. When it comes to my seeds, though, I'm starting to get really low on literally everything except for irrits. So I'm gonna have to rely heavily on contracts pretty soon here. So I did have plans of using up some of these herbs here. If you look at my inventory, I took out enough to get me from 91 to 93, just to, like I said, get some of it out of the way. The only problem here is that none of my teammates are available to do this since I haven't done Desert Hard. As you guys know, I've just been relying on them to do those since I just put them in storage and they're instantly done. So what I'm actually going to be doing is just going back and doing some more wood cutting until they get on tomorrow, and then I'll probably do some more herbs. So I guess we'll see how much extra woodcutting XP I can get here. Alright, so I got Alfie to make me all of the unfinished potions, and in the time I was waiting, I gained another 316,000 woodcutting XP, so I'm already 34% to the next level. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and start using up all of these. I do already have all of these secondaries that I need in here, as I showed you guys earlier, so probably just going to go ahead and start with the Toad Flex. I still have about 100 or so of these Cerebrus left to make. I haven't even touched any of my other herbs yet. There is level 92. So before I continue with the herb here, there's also another level that I'm about to get, and that is 92 Hunter. So like I said, there is also 92 Hunter. The XP from these, I'm getting like 50 to 60k XP per day. So I'm trying to stay consistent with them too, so I'll probably get another level within the next like week and a half here. But yeah, back to finishing out the herb. So there's almost 1.2 million more XP added to my herbler, and also level 93. Like I showed you guys earlier, I do have enough to get myself to a little bit over level 95. I just don't really feel like going and collecting 4,000 fungus to be able to do that right now to make the super energy, so I'm just going to stop here. The next thing that I want to do on this account, though, is rune crafting. I want to get that up since it is by far my lowest skill now. However, I am going to be saving that for the next video, so I'm going to be ending this one here. I will show you guys all the stats on the screen per usual. The main thing you guys will see this time around compared to the last video is that the rank 2 team is very, very close to us and will probably eventually end up passing us since Alkin isn't playing his account anymore. I think he does have plans to come back eventually, but he's just super focused on his other accounts right now. It has always been my goal to stay rank 1 for hardcores though, and I'll really quickly show you guys what the high scores for just hardcores look like. As you can see, we basically have zero competition on this for the most part, so that's the main reason that I've been showing you guys the high scores for normal and hardcore accounts together, just to make it a little more interesting to follow. So even if we do end up getting passed on the high scores for 4-mans, we will still be rank 1 hardcores by a pretty far margin. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's been so long since the last one. I wanted to make sure that I at least had a ton of levels in this video since you guys had to wait so long. It is pretty hard at this point to say when the next video will be up. It takes me like sometimes 20-hour grinds for like 30-second clips, so I'll try my best, but I wouldn't expect another one for, I'd say, at least 2.5 weeks. Thank you all, as always, and I will see you in the next one.